What's up, barbecue crew? Welcome back to Outdoors with Jeff. So tonight we're starting out here, and today I'm going to be doing a seasoning on the Chargriller Akorn Auto-Kamado. So really simple. We're just going to follow factory directions here, and going to make sure we get some good, nice and seasoned grates from this process here. So let's get the seasoning. So I've added the instructions for the seasoning here in case you want to screenshot it. It's also a link in the description below. But we're going to start by taking out the grates and the heat deflector. And for this seasoning, I use the good charcoal. It's a great lump charcoal made from acacia wood that burns pretty well. And you go ahead and get your coal down in the bottom. And you need to kind of pile it up. And then come back with 2 fire starters, since we're going to be burning at 350 degrees for this seasoning. And you want to get them buried toward the bottom, but leave enough showing so that you can light it. And here's a better view from up top. So next we need to go ahead and open the fan cover, and we're going to go ahead and light these fire starters here. And we're going to let these burn for about 6 to 7 minutes. So after about 6 minutes, we're gonna put on the heat deflector, and you notice that it says front and rear. So make sure you put it in accordingly. And we're gonna go ahead and close the lid. Now we're gonna turn the grill on by hitting the power button and selecting the temperature. And we're gonna turn the temperature knob up to 350 degrees. Now notice that it says D2. We're going to turn the vent up top to where it lines up with slot 2. And we're going to let the grill come up to temperature. And you can see we're already at 300 degrees after about 10 minutes. And at this point, the fan is cycling on and off so that you don't overshoot your target temp. So now I'm going to go ahead and take some flaxseed oil and get it on the back side and the top side of the grate. And I'm going to go ahead and time lapse here. But you want to make sure that you get a good coating of oil on here. And make sure you get the center grate as well. And we're going to do the top side of the grate as well. And we got a nice even coat on here. And make sure when you open that lid, you press the hold button for 1 second so that fan stops going, so you can get your grate in without having hot ashes blowing over you. And we're going to get the grate in and close the lid. Get our latch on and press the hold button again to resume the fan. Now in the app, I'm going to set the timer for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to come back and take a look at the grates. And our 20 minutes are up, and you can see we're starting to get a little bronzing on here. So we're going to take the grates off and let them cool down. And you can see we haven't activated all of our charcoal yet, so the fan is doing its job. So we're going to season for the second time with flaxseed oil, and here I'm hitting the back of the grate and repeating the process again with the top of the grate. And it's time to get the grate back on. And we're going to let that run for another 20 minutes. And 20 minutes is up. And you can see we're really starting to get some good bronzing color on here. And that oil is doing its job, creating a great non-stick surface on here. And I'm going to finish this off with one more coat of flaxseed oil for the third seasoning. And we're going to repeat the process on the top of the grate. And we're going to put the grate back in. And let this run at 350. And we're going to set the timer for another 20 minutes on the actual controller. And our 20 minutes is up. And you can see we've really got some great color. And you can really see it at this angle. We've got a nice non-stick surface on here. So at this point, we're going to shut down the grill by closing the lid. And next, we're going to turn that vent completely closed. Press the hold button, and then we're going to press and hold the power button to turn it off. And last, we're going to close up the fan cover. And that completes our seasoning. All right, guys, thanks for watching this episode of Outdoors with Jeff. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications when more content comes out. And also check out these videos here on the channel as well.